Hey there, welcome to my channel. My name is Linda. If this is your first time here, I post all sorts of DIY and craft related videos, so you might want to go ahead and hit that red subscribe button and notification bell for future updates from my channel. Today we are working on a DIY farmhouse shabby chic sign. We'll be focusing on using product from Reneabouquets.com, so let's get started. For the project today, I'm going to be using this kit I bought. It doesn't come with the frame, just the inner pieces, but from the kit I'm going to use this ring and this board. Now, since it doesn't have a frame, I have two of these wood frames from Dollar Tree, so I pulled them completely apart. And then I measured the size I needed and cut them off camera using my miter saw. So now it's time to spray paint. I'm going to spray the ring with this Rust-Oleum Ultra Matte White. And then I'm going to spray the frame pieces again with the Rust-Oleum, but this flat gray primer because it's a darker gray. For the board itself, I mixed a white and a dark gray together to make it, of course, a lighter gray, and I will paint this 3 coats. So now it's time to assemble the frame, and to do that, what I'm going to do first, I do staple it, but what I'm going to do is just glue it together first with my Fabri-Tac liquid glue here. Let it set about 10 minutes so it's all nice and stable, and then I'll go in and staple it. Get it all together here. Now I go in, I think I only show stapling it about twice, but it still was a little bit flimsy, so I actually off camera add a couple more staples, so each corner actually has 4 staples. Just because I don't want it to be bendy and flimsy. So once I get that together, I want to go in and sand it. I've got a 120 grit sandpaper here because I wanted a nice soft kind of powdery distressed look. I'll show you here in just a second. Here we go, nice and distressed and kind of powdery. Go all the way around because we want this to look farmhouse, of course, and what's farmhouse but distressed and sanding. And I'm using my 80 grit sandpaper on this board here because it's not as soft as wood as the frame, so I need a heavier grit. And then this is what it looks like, all nice and sanded, really distressed. I love it. So we're going to go ahead now and get our frame assembled. But before I do that, I want to attach this ring with this piece of fabric I cut. It's about 1.5 inches, and the board actually has a little indentation there to put a ribbon, because you know the kit came with the ribbon to hang the ring, just like I'm doing here, but I wanted, you know, a different color. So it's perfect area. Get this ribbon through so it doesn't add any extra bulk. Get it down where I want, and that way you can frame it without the ribbon sticking up too high, you know, once you set it inside the frame. So I'm adding glue around all 4 areas of the frame, of course, but I'm adding it like in the corner of the frame. Do you know what I'm saying? Where the kind of the 2 sides meet here. I'm adding so that way it doesn't leak out the front or anything. So I'm staying right in the groove of that frame, I guess, so to speak. And I want to make sure I have a lot, but not too much, that it doesn't leak out. And I'm just trying to stay away from the edge as much as possible. Figuring out which side up I want this frame and get this set in here, and then I set something heavy on top of it for about an hour, and now it'll be all ready to go here. So first up are these Reneabouquets Beautiful Board Laser Cut Chipboard set of 3 chain link frames, and I'm going to use the smaller frame from the set. This blessed word, we'll come back to that. It's a plastic word from my supply that I've spray painted in the same gray as the frame. And I'm going to add in this next Reneabouquets Silver Pocket Watch Cabochon, but because of the frame, both of those frames there, there's a lot of space there. There's the Silver Pocket Watch Cabochon, so I have to add some cardboard to kind of level it up so it lays nice and even over those frames there. Just checking my spacing. You'll see me come back in with that quite a bit, checking my spacing with the word. This is just, the pocket watch is a little bit deep, the inside, so I'm adding a couple pieces of cardboard again, and then I'm just adding this clock face that I have in my supply and gluing that on there so it lays nice and level on the pocket watch as well. And then I'm going to bring in, this is a set of 6 Reneabouquets Beautiful Board Laser Cut Chipboard Decorative Clock Hands in the small size. I'm just going to use one of the hands here. I've got a clock face, right, so it needs a clock hand. And these are Reneabouquets chiffon pearl and rhinestone flowers in mint green, but they look more like an aqua tone to me. So I love these flowers, are beautiful, and it's laying a little bit too low, so again I'm using some cardboard and leveling up right down underneath because I've layered that pocket watch and the clock face, etc. So now I need to get that flower up to about the same level. These are Reneabouquets mulberry paper flowers. I'm using them in the white and the aqua, and these are Prima Marketing Ink Collection flowers from Pretty Pale Collection, Midnight Garden Collection, and Lavender Collection. And do not worry, I will have all the links down below to everything I used here from Reneabouquets, so all those flower links will be down below, of course, and the Beautiful Board Laser Cut Chipboard and the pocket watch, everything I use, because that's what I said. So we're just going to start layering flowers, of course, here, layering some little trinkets. This is a little resin birdhouse from my supply. I've had it forever, but I put it on here because it said the word home, because as you noticed earlier, the blessed word that I'm going to be using, the home kind of went with it. I wanted it to signify, like, you know, our home is blessed. So these pieces that I'm using here are, again, Reneabouquets Beautiful Board Laser Cut Chipboard. They are called Ivy Vines Tuck It In. So I'm putting one on each side. Adding in some of the mulberry flowers from Renee, the white, and again the aqua. So I'll be adding all those in, and all those other Prima Marketing flowers. These are wood pieces I got at Dollar Tree, big ones and little ones. I decided I want a little bit of rustic, so I'm adding one of the skinnier wood pieces down here. And in the big, fatter wood pieces that I got, I cut one with my miter saw and made a little wood slice, and I'll bring that here in just a minute. I just thought it would be a little bit more cute and rustic and shabby and the farmhouse, so I thought bringing a little bit of the wood in there would give it just a little bit of personality. I'd be curious to see what you guys think about these wood pieces. So when you leave your comments down below, and please do so, let me know if you like these wood pieces in here or not. We'll take a little bit of time here adding in the flowers, of course. I've got that right side done. We're going into the left side now. This is the wood slice I cut from my miter saw, so we're going to put that in. Because I just thought adding all these flowers and stuff too brings in that shabby element, but I kind of wanted this a little bit more farmhouse, so I thought bringing in the wood and adding that rustic would kind of combine it all together and look really nice. So there's my reasoning for it, and I'm sticking to it. Almost done with our flowers here. I'm going to have to level up one of these flowers here in just a minute, figuring out where I want them. There we go, adding a little more cardboard here so this one levels up on top of that wood slice. Just about got it. These are Reneabouquets Beautiful Board Laser Cut Chipboard. They are beautiful bits, and they're called skeleton leaves. So I wanted to add a few more leaves on top with the flowers. We've got the leaves down below, but you know, we've got all sorts of flowers stacked up here, so I wanted to add a few of the skeleton leaves. I like these because, you know, they're there, but they don't make a big statement. They're just really subtle. So this is some burlapish kind of twine-like ribbon from my stash, and what I did is I cut off the one end like this to cut the white off of it, and then once you cut it, you're able to kind of pull it apart. And I got 3 pieces here, and then I've already done it, tied it into a bow. I like it because it's real skinny. And now I'm going to bring in some sisal. This is kind of like thread. It's a little bit more wispy, but you know, if you can't find this online or whatever, you could use like upholstery thread or regular thread, it kind of does the same thing. So I've got that glued down under my flower, and then I'm going to add my little kind of thinner twine bow from the ribbon we cut apart. And then this is a Reneabouquets silver metal dream key. They come in a set of 4. So I'm going to add this on top of the flowers. And then this is just a little resin bird from my supply, kind of bringing in this, you know, to go with all the flowers, kind of a spring tone here. And then this is just a little lock. I'm going to add this in amongst the flowers as well, so it kind of brings in that home and the blessed, your lock and key, you know, to your home, that kind of thing. So that was my reasoning here. So this blessed word was originally black. It's just a plastic from my supply, and then I spray painted, as I said earlier, in the same gray as the frame, and I'm just sanding it just a little bit with that 120 grit sandpaper just to distress it up so it kind of goes in with the distressed wood. And so these last butterflies, these are a new release from Reneabouquets. These are beautiful board, laser cut chipboard, set of 5 dainty butterflies, and I'm going to use one in the small size. Add in my blessed word here. This kind of sets everything off, I think, or brings it all together, I guess, is what I want to say. Got to get the glue in just the right spots to adhere it right down on top of that ring. Once that's all set, we'll get our butterfly on. I've kind of bent it up a little bit so it gives a little bit of a 3D look. Getting a little excess glue off there, putting it on the wood slice. And I'm going to add in one more little lock element. I just kind of found it in my supply. I already have a lock on there, but I like the color of it. I thought it kind of, you know, brought the tone of the white of that resin bird and the bird house up to the top and kind of brought it all together. So it's just another little embellishment. And this is how it looks when it is all done. As I said, I have all the links down below to the product I use from Reneabouquets, as well as all the links to everything else Reneabouquets. Comment down below. Like I said, let me know if you like the log and the wood slices and stuff in here, and let me know what else you might have liked about this, what really set it off, the color palette, that kind of thing. I'll have all my links down below. Come follow me on Instagram, on Pinterest, and on my blog. Give this video a thumbs up. I thank you for sharing your time with me, and I'll talk with you again soon. Bye.